Yeah, Sophie!
12 teams make it to the state tournament here at the Denver Coliseum, home of the Colorado High School 5A State Volleyball Championships. Good evening, everyone. Mary Kay Morrow courtside for tonight's action as we get started with Cherokee Trail against Legend. And Legend, playing earlier today, lost in 5 sets to league rival Chaparral and the two-time defending state champions. Facing Cherokee Trail, its first match of the day in pool play. All right, there's a quick in the middle. Legend putting it away, and Nikki Kennedy, who was instrumental in keeping Legend in that match early and often against Chaparral, comes up with the big point. We are tied 1-1. On the serve for Legend, Foster. Outside it goes. Picked up by Kaylee Slofkas with a nice hit for Cherokee Trail. So CT comes in big with a couple of quick points. Now on the serve is Mullahan. Middle attack. Terrific slam and bam, and that's Jamie Bredahl, the sophomore, outstanding tonight. For the Legend Titans. First appearance in a state tournament, only a 5-year school. Last year was the first year it had seniors. And Bredahl again. Legend fighting back. And the Legend Titans had an outstanding first ever state tournament match against Chaparral, losing in 5 to the defending champs. All right, outside, here we go. Slofkas off the block. We're tied at 3. So Legend comes in as the number 10 seed at 18-6, second in the Continental League behind Chaparral. Cherokee Trail number 6. Head coach Terry Miller has his team playing well. And only other appearance was in 2007, went 0-3 in pool play. So Cherokee Trail one time has made it to the Denver Coliseum. Never has won a state tournament match. We'll see what they do against Cherokee Trail. 2 matches in pool play. Cherokee Trail will have to play Chaparral tomorrow morning, Saturday at 11 a.m. 2-day tournament. We are tied at 4. And Bredahl at back to serve. She's had a great day. Nice line drive, that one sends it out. Couple of service errors here early. So both teams serving them up. Middle attack, stuff block. Cherokee Trail coming out with some fire. Leading it by 2, 6-4 for the Cougars. Slofkas on the serve. Bredahl sets it over, finds the gap. Smart play by the sophomore Jamie Bredahl. Back to serve and into the ball game. Shannon Monahan, 5'5" senior. Nice pass outside, here it goes. Dunkel. Diving for the ball was Monahan, unable to get there in time. Dunkel got it down in a hurry. 7-5. Cherokee Trail leads it here early. Quick pace by both squads. Had a chance to see Terry Miller's squad against Cherry Creek in September. Boy, was that a good one. Cherokee Trail was on a 6-0, was undefeated at the time. And Cherry Creek in its home took care of CT in 3. All right, 8-5 Cherokee Trail on the serve. Melanie Wachek. service by Guilford. And Cherokee Trail finds a hole quickly in the back. Guilford was out of position. Really no one home. 9-6 Cherokee Trail. Leading it here early. First set action. Brettel sets up Nikki Kennedy. On the quicks, just misses the back line. Kennedy, the 6'3 junior, has a verbal commitment to the University of Denver. Be a great addition for Coach Jesse Mahoney. And there's another service error. Cherokee Trail handing some freebies over to the Titans. Back to serve for legend, number 14, Sophie Brennan. 5'6 sophomore setter, did a fantastic job in that Chaparral match. Goes right at Slofkis. Set goes high to Shannon Webb, and Webb, first time she's had a swing tonight. We will say her name a lot. Outstanding freshman. We talked about the super softs earlier in the day. You've got Poulter, the sophomore at Eagle Crest. Cooper, the sophomore at Cherry Creek. You got another sophomore over at Grandview in Montgomery. Well, now you got the freshman in Shannon Webb. 6 foot outside for CT. All right, back set to Webb off the blockers. Got it. So the Cougars go up by 4, 12-8. And back to serve is Colby Moynihan. Brett off. Oh, power! Off the back attack. And it just misses. That was a piercing swing by Brettel to no avail. That should be a wake-up call to CT of what they're going to see from the legend Titans here today. Now these two teams did not play this year. On the serve is Boughton, 13-9. Cherokee Trail over legend, first set. Webb throws down the hammer. Unbelievable power. Shannon Webb, talk about a dominant hitter. Coach says she continues to improve. She's just a freshman. He says you hate to use the word best ever, he said, but she is clearly on the road to be one of his best players ever. Contributing so early and often, and a huge part of the success of Cherokee Trail to make it to its second state tournament. All right, 15-9, Cougars out in front by 6. We'll take a break. You're listening and watching CHSAA.tv. Back to live action, Shannon Webb on the serve. Quick in the middle by Guilford. Blocked by Cherokee Trail, can't keep it alive. And Legend gets the point inside out. So Legend down 15-9, takes the timeout, gets the point back, side out, and Bredall at the serve. Nice jump serve. Back set on the way, Shannon Webb throws it down off the block. Webb now getting into the act. Last thing you really want if you're Legend, however, is pretty much inevitable. Sydney Wicks, terrific sophomore setter. And when she's not setting, she's actually the middle here on this squad. See her a lot out there, getting a lot of touches. So Sydney Wicks, the sophomore setter, look for her to get a lot of touches and set up the likes of Slavkas, Webb, and in the middle, Brianna Wicks. So let me not get her mixed up with her sister, Brianna Wicks, the senior middle. 18-10, Cherokee Trail. Slavkas on the serve. Back row attack, coming in as Foster sails out of bounds. That's one of the things Legend did very little of against against Chaparral. Kept the ball more in play on some of that attack. Slavkas short, service error. Make that number 4 for Cherokee Trail. Now, at some point, you think that would start hurting them. They got off to such a quick start, lead it by 8. And Monahan back in to serve. Ball tight on the net, gets it back over is Wicks. And along the net, Cherokee Trail active, making Legend pay, and it goes off of Foster and out of bounds. So first one to 20 is Cherokee Trail. Now it should be 20. I'm seeing only 19. Should be 20. They're calling it still 19. 19-11. Jump set by Bretto. Foster off the block. And they're going to say it wasn't off the block. It was off the top of the tape. 4 hits. Well, we'll go with the scoreboard. Now they're saying 20-11. Bounton, nice pass. Great put away by the freshman Guilford. Casey Guilford. Playing JV, was brought up when Kennedy Hopt got injured. And she was brought in to fill in at the right side. And great effort by Legend to keep it alive. Here's the pass. Wicks taps it over. Foster a joust. And that's Laura Williams keeping it alive. Outside, here's the hit off the blockers. Laura Dunkel. And Dunkel gets some fingers. 21. Serving 12 as Dunkel goes back. Lauren Dunkel. Left outside hitter, headed to Grand Canyon College in Arizona, has played for Coach Middle since middle school. Coach Miller, that is, since middle school. All right, here goes Wicks, outside. Who's she finding? Shannon Webb. Oh, and Webb, one of the few times you'll see Webb mistime that ball. Could be a little over-enthusiasm here in set number 1. Shannon Brennan, Sophie Brennan, that is, back to serve. 21-13, Legend down by 8. Washek. Webb on the kill. Bounton keeps it alive. Nice job by Foster. Bounced around and off Cherokee Trail and down off of 3 hits. All right, ball trailed out of bounds. Legend wants to creep back into this one. 21-14. Brennan on the serve. Brennan goes right after the 6 spot. Combo play. Miller stuffed. And that's Brett All and the junior, Nikki Kennedy. 6'3". Huge presence, great wingspan. Covers a lot of ground along that front net. All right, floats are one of the few times you'll see Legend make a service error. In an inopportune time, had crept to within 7, now down by 8, 23-15. Bretto, straight down. Making Cherokee Trail pay for not having a block up. 23-16. Foster back to serve. Foster, one of the best verticals on the squad. The senior floats it out of bounds. Wow, that is 2 service errors. And now a set point right here. Colby Moynihan, the defensive specialist, to serve it. Goes to Foster. Brennan in the middle attack, and Bretto out of bounds. That'll do it for the first set. Quick pace, quick victory, 25-16. As Cherokee Trail makes short order of Legend in set 1. Stay with us as we get set for the second set of the match between Cherokee Trail and the Legend Titans. Cherokee Trail making its second state high school appearance in school history. The Cougars 19-6, ranked 6th coming in, and Legend Titans its first appearance, 18-6 and number 10 ranking in the state. You've been watching CHSAA.TV. Come on back for state high school volleyball action from the Denver Coliseum.
I know. We were doing so well.
Really, you can't go down there.
Cherokee Trail's playing some good volleyball.
Hey, Trail. You suck. That's right, whoever said that back there. Is this being broadcast live, like on the internet?
Yes.
Cool. Dude, Jake said he could hear us.
Seriously?
Yeah. Oh, all right. Hey, Jake! They said they can hear us. So I yell Jake every so often. I feel like I'm watching like a 1980s like football game. Yeah. Now where here's this camera? Cameras. Why do we not have video?
All of them. How about you?
I go to state soccer.
Oh, nice. You'll work with Corey. Set 2 has started. Cherokee Trail starts it off. And the double block at the net by Legend. Legend wants to prove to Cherokee Trail they're not a pushover. Lost that first set 25-16. Gets on the board first. 1-0 for Legend. As Miranda Foster, the 5'10 senior, back to serve. Outside, here it goes, Slavkis. Nice dig by Foster. Kennedy gets it over, back to Slavkis. Power dink, picked up by Brennan. Here comes Bredall, and she sends it out of bounds. So Bredall needs to kind of tone it down a little bit. She's got such fantastic swing. So effective in that first match against Chaparral. 5 sets that one went. There's Moynihan on the serve. Net violation by Legend, and Cherokee Trail immediately goes up to 1. Off the block, point by Legend, as Boughton will do the honors from behind the line. Boughton serve. Nice pass by Moynihan. Webb off the block. That was a solo with Bredall. She's trying to get a little bit of help from Guilford, the freshman. And Webb, just enough to tool it. 3-2 Cherokee Trail. Serve received, tough one that time for Foster. It goes sailing off the side of her arm. Point CT, and that's Webb on the serve. Goes right back at her. Smart move by the freshman. Back set to Bredall, and this time she gets it down. Nice kill and swing by Bredall, stopping the brief run by the Cougars. Legend down by 1, 4-3. Bredall float serve. picked up beautifully by Nikki Berta. Bird, we haven't talked too much about the junior defensive specialist. Outside, here comes a nice swing by Dunkel. All right, Cherokee Trail finds a hole in the Legend defense, goes up by 2, 5-3. Here early, second set action. Slofkiss on the serve, goes to the 1 spot. Quick. Guilford picked up in the middle there by Cherokee Trail. Wicks to Wicks. How about that, sister act? There's Williams, and Laura Williams gets it off the blockers for the point inside out. Jessica Sufer will come out. Back in to serve as Sufer leaves for the back row will be Shannon Monahan. The 5'5" senior sends it into the 1 spot, and there goes a rotation. Rotation issue on Cherokee Trail's part. Movement a little bit too early. We are tied at 5. Coach Terry Miller asked a question there to the down judge. Monahan to the middle. Quick. Wicks to Wicks. Outside, here comes Foster into the net. Foster had the rise, came down on it just a little early, and it goes smack into the net. So Cougars go back up by 1, 6-5. On the serve, Melanie Washek. Foster set up Bredoff. Oh, quick to Williams. It'll go off the block and out of bounds. Point, Legend. We are tied at 6 apiece. Guilford on the serve. Goes to the 4. Wicks sends it over on the power dink. Outside, here comes Foster off the block. Nice dig by Guilford. Bredoff on the down ball. Outside, there goes Dunkel, blocked by Kennedy. Outside again, Dunkel tries it again and goes straight into the net. Well, she could have heard some steps and actually been distracted because you had 6'3" Kennedy, and alongside her, Lauren Williams, who stands at 5'11". Legend takes its first lead at 7-6. Outside back to Dunkel, dink, out of bounds. So Dunkel getting worked over in this rotation by Kennedy and Williams. 8-6, this biggest lead for Legend. And this time counted by Crystal Power. 5'10" junior middle, Powell, the middle. Transferred from Texas, little bit undersized for a middle, however. Coach said she drove up from Texas the day of tryouts and has bonded with the team ever since. There's a quick to Powell again, and she puts it away. You can tell she's blended in well. Took a season, and here she is standing in a state tournament. Great awareness in that middle as the service air by Dunkel. Tough last couple of reps there for Lauren Dunkel. The senior outside. 9-8. Legend leads it. Brennan on the serve. Quick in the middle. Powell. Oh, all over it was Kennedy. Tried the tip, and Kennedy, just that great wingspan, could not get it over her. 10-8. Brennan will go right back to the 5 spot. There's Webb right into the block. Foster, this time in combination with Kennedy. And a 3-0 run being stopped by a timeout. 11-8. Legend leads it over Cherokee Trail. Here in the second set here. In the final match of the state 5A, first day of action here on CHSAA.tv. Our high school volleyball coverage is presented in part by College in Colorado, where higher ed is the key to a student's future. CollegeinColorado.org can help your student create a lifelong plan and explore the dreams of the future. That's right, CollegeinColorado.org. Follow complete volleyball tournament action and state volleyball football playoffs on ColoradoPreps.com. That's ColoradoPreps.com, the Colorado Preps Network covering the state. Brennan back to serve. Legend leads at 11-8. Outside it goes to Webb. Tight on the net, blocked by Foster. Well, that was a function of too close to the net. 1v1, Foster got the better of Webb. Brennan's got 4 in a row here. Just a sophomore. She hits it into the 5 spot, and Powell on the quick. Sydney Wicks, what great hands. 2 years on varsity, how about that? Knows the game, has the experience, clearly has the quarterback mentality at such a young age. There's a quick to Lauren Williams. Is it going to be in the net? I think they're saying, wow, that was hard to see. Nonetheless, violation by Legend. 12-10. Cherokee Trail keeping it alive. Beautiful job by Powell to keep it up. Brennan, quick to Kennedy. She'll send it in, just barely catching the outside line. Cherokee Trail head coach Derry Miller puts a smile on his face. That one, he's shaking his head as Miller or Foster was able to find just barely that line. 13-10 Legend. Outside it goes to Slofkiss, gets it down off the block. So 13-11, point inside out for the Cougars. Powell takes a seat after a terrific series along the net. Back in the back row for her is Colby Moynihan. Moynihan, just a junior libero. And Legend makes it short-lived behind the line. Here comes Boughton, the other libero. This one for Legend. Quick by Wicks to her sister Brianna. Set over by Slofkiss. Ball goes sailing out of bounds. Brettall's got to maybe redirect her arm. She's a little off here in this match. She's sent a few now out of bounds. 14-12 Webb on the serve. Nice swing, picked up by Legend. A nice defense by Cherokee Trail. Plays it off the blockers, gets the point. 14-13. Webb on the serve. This time she'll go after the 5 spot. Tough ball to swing at, and that's Super. And Super finds a corner. How about that? She was flat-footed, focused on the ball, had a clean strike at the ball. Point inside out. Legend up by 2, 15-13. Brettall on the jump. Float serve. Wow, beautiful. Back set. Dinked over by Slofkiss, trying to find a corner inside the 10-foot line. Instead, sends it out of bounds by a foot. 16 now, serving 13. Brettall, another float serve. Deathly almost. Beautiful up ball by Moynihan. Good block by Cherokee Trail. Here comes Sydney Wicks. Back set, comes to Slofkiss. Dink, found an opening. Oh, saved. Was that Foster who got it? Diving in was Jessica Sufer, the 5'10 senior. And referee's going to say it hit the ground first. Terrific effort. Legend by 2. Brettall sends it over. Wicks was there, paying attention. Back set, goes to Sufer. She goes deep. Ooh, just Did it fall in? And it falls in. Super finds a corner, has a big old smile on her face. As she heads to the bench, her back row player, Shannon Monahan, comes in for the service with Legend up by 3, 17-14. Sydney Wicks goes outside to Dunkel. Nice dig by Monahan. Ooh, into the blockers as Foster keeps it alive. Monahan, nice pass. Here comes Dunkel. Back to Wicks. Gives it to her sister in the middle attack. Blocked by Guilford. Kept alive by Bredahl. Here's Foster. Beautiful swing. Picked up in the back row by Moynihan. Outside, down the line. Great dig by Berta. Terrific rally. Both teams keeping it alive. Who's got it over? Berta again. But great help on the side. Double block. Diving save by Bredahl to keep it alive. Outside, here goes Dunkel into the blocks. Save again by Berta. Dunkel goes to dink. It hits the top of the tape, and Legend outlasts Cherokee Trail. On maybe the longest rally we've seen here tonight. 18-14. As Monahan will continue to serve. Huffing and puffing going on the court by both sides of the net. Outstanding effort to keep that ball up defensively on both squads. Monahan goes to the 6. That's Berta. Tapped over by Wicks. Bredahl to Foster off the block. Berta just sends it over. Oh, and Berta, I don't think that was intentional. Legend wasn't really thinking, that was going to happen. So the hole in the defense allows Cherokee Trail to get a point. 18-15. Melanie Wachek into the game. The 5'5" senior. Setting up Guilford. Nice dig by Moynihan. Dunkel off the block. So Dunkel struggling a little bit. She's been really tested on that strong side by the freshman Guilford along with Williams. Dunkel on the serve. Back set to Guilford. In the middle, Dunkel makes the play. She'll get the swing. Actually, I said Dunkel. That's Moynihan on the hit. Here comes Foster. She's going to have to try to get over the blockers. Kept alive. Sydney Wicks goes outside to Dunkel. Foster. Back to Foster. Off the blocks. Picked up by Berta. Left-handed dink by Wicks. Set over by Bredahl. Here's a nice middle attack. Powell. But kept alive once again. This time by Monahan. Dunkel mishits it. But look who's able to keep the ball up. Legend. Middle attack. Oh, Powell with fingertips grazing the ball to keep it over. Another long rally. Wicks goes outside. Dunkel. Power hit. And this one goes sailing off the fingertips on a radical angle of Boughton's fingers, and Cherokee Trail inches to within 1. 18-17. Moynihan still serving. And Foster a little bit too much, too hard, and it sails out of bounds, a little strong. We are tied at 18. Actually, no, they're going to say Oh, it touched fingers. It touched fingers. So the 3-0 run by Moynihan, stopped by Legend. Here's a quick. Powell blocked. Wicks will go outside Dunkel. She'll dink it. No one there. Beautiful job. She has been stopped a few times tonight, but like a true experienced player, the senior Lauren Dunkel will go back to the well and try it again, this time with success. Pulls her team within 1 and goes back to serve. Monahan brings it up. Oh, Foster tight on the net, goes into the net. That was tough ball. Pass was decent. Tough to handle at the net by Foster. We're tied at 19. We've got a timeout on the floor by Legend. We'll step aside as we come back. We're tied at 19 apiece. Cherokee Trail and Legend in set 2. Colorado High School Activities Volleyball State Championship live action on CHSAA.tv.
It's 19-19. It's 19 all. I can just tell you.
Lauren Dunkel getting set to continue her service as her Cougars tied at 19. Monahan on a nice up ball. Sets up Bredall and put away by Legend. So Legend gets the point back and the side out. First 1 to 20, Legend Titans. Brennan, who's done a terrific job so far this match, serving for the Titans. Oh, tough ball, mishandled by Moynihan. One of the few times you'll see Colby Moynihan, the junior, struggle on serve receive. 21-19, Legend looking to even things up. They lost the first set 25-16. Sydney Wicks goes outside to Webb. Webb throws it down, blocked. And a beautiful shooting set across the net into the deep corner in the 1 slot by Sydney Wicks. Wicks will go back, try to pull her team a little closer. Down by 1. Here's a quick. Kennedy gets it through the blockers. Slofkis just bumps it over and it goes trailing out of bounds. So tough ball to do really much with. And she sacrifices a point there, 22-20, with Miranda Foster, the 5'9" senior, at the serve. Deep serve, picked up by Washek. Off the hands of, actually that was Slofkis going off the blockers. So it goes out of bounds. Point for Legend, 23-20. We'll keep it right here as Coach Terry Miller, his team up 1-0 in the match, calls a timeout. Our students appreciate the fact they are not seen as a number in a sea of faces. That's right, sea of faces, that is. Small class sizes and caring faculty make a positive difference when it comes to student success. Get the support you deserve and choose the right path to your future at Adams State University. For more information, visit adams.edu. That's Adams State University at adams.edu. Well, we've had quite the day. 8 matches in day 1 of a 2-day 12-team tournament. Different format this year, 4 pools of 3. You play 2 matches, only 1 winner though. Moves on to the semifinals Saturday afternoon. Foster back to serve, her team up by 3. Sydney Wicks back set to Webb. Webb throws it down, finds the back line. Beautiful kill and execution offensively for Cherokee Trail, who gets the point in the side out. More importantly, stops the momentum of the Titans. Moynihan. Brennan in the middle. Bredall beautifully hit off the blockers. She went off of Brianna Wicks as well as Shannon Webb. And now it is set point. At the services, the libero Boughton for the Titans. Nice pass by Berta. Oh my goodness. Talk about throwing it down. There's a no doubter, is not to be denied, is Slofkis. The 6-foot senior keeps her team in it. 24-22, Legend. Set point. Bredall off the blockers. Picked up by Webb. Set to Dunkel. She'll dink it. Ball's knocked around. Bredahl's going to roll spike. Dunkel. Kept alive at the net. Brennan, and we've got a tip at the net. They're going to call a lift on Brennan. That was a really tough ball. It was so tight on the net. Brennan called with the lift. Now, Cherokee Trail to within one of tying. Set point again for Legend. Bredahl off the blockers. Got it. And Bredahl this time didn't go cross court, didn't go down the line, kept it in the middle. And that proved to be the winning point for the Titans. 25-23. We are even at one apiece. One set each. Cherokee Trail against Legend in pool play. First day of action from the Colorado High School Activities Association Class 5A State Volleyball Tournament live from the Denver Coliseum on CHSAA.tv. Set three about to begin with Legends Brennan at the serve. Cherokee Trail 1, Legend 1 in the match. Diving attempt by Boughton to keep that one up. First point goes to the Cougars. Well, the Cougars made it here via the Centennial League, where it placed fourth. It was 4-3 behind Eagle Crest, Cherry Creek, and Grandview. Region 6 champions beat Thunder Ridge and Loveland, and defeated throughout the year Highlands Ranch, Mountain Vista, Cherry Creek, teams who are here in the state tournament, University and Arapahoe. Lost 3 times, that's right, not once, not twice, but 3 times to Eagle Crest, Cherry Creek and Grandview and Arapahoe. So they've only been pushed to 5 sets. Actually, they have been 5 times. They're 1-4. All right, early third set action. We are knotted at 1 apiece. First set was won by Cherokee Trail, 25-16. And the last one, 25-23. Lots of rallies in that second one. Cherokee Trail gets out to a quick 3-1 lead here in set number 3. And Moynihan on the serve. Foster on the pass. Roll spike by Sufer. Webb throws it down. Nice dig by Foster outside. Here comes Bredahl. Got it. Direct hit. Count it. Don't want anything in the way of that one. Great power coming from number 7, Jamie Bredahl, the outside sophomore hitter and setter for this Legend squad. They run a 6-2, and Cherokee Trail wins at 5-1 with Sydney Wicks. Cherokee Trail, 4-2 now. Foster a little too strong. Bingo. Well, it was left up there hanging for Kayla Slofkis, and the 6-foot senior is not going to let it go unnoticed. Great leadership. She comes into the match with 272 kills. That was a good example of them. 5-2 Cougars. Sydney Wicks making something out of nothing. Slofkis power dinks it over. Outside it goes to Super, and Super off the block for a point. So 5-3 as Legend. Playing tough with Bredahl on the serve. Bredahl, the top point scorer for the squad. Smart, athletic, we've seen a lot of it. A lot of it here today, and she is headed to play for Northeastern University in Boston. An all-conference player in the Continental League. 5-4, Legend within 1. Jump serve again, goes right at Berta. Nice. Pass, set, kill. Slofkis puts Cherokee Trail back up by 2. 6-4 here in set 3. Slofkis on the serve. Bredahl sets it over. And right there, as the ball was, the pass was too high. So anytime you get that right over the net, you know it's going to give the other team an opportunity. They're anywhere near the net, and it was Lauren Williams taking advantage. Getting Legend the point in the side out. Monahan back in for the serve. Senior. Serves it into the one spot, but a look like, again, there's a rotation issue. The down judge explaining it to Dunkel and to Brianna Wicks. Yeah, he's saying it's all happening with Wicks and Dunkel. Dunkel's moving a little too soon. Second time we've had a rotation issue. We're tied at 6. Monahan on the serve. Slofkis. Ball tapped over and stuff blocked. Foster and Guilford right there. Williams off the block. Sydney Wicks goes way outside to Dunkel. Hits it. And it goes out of bounds. So Dunkel trying to go over the block. Williams a little out of position, but it didn't matter. Ball hit the pin and went out of bounds. Legend first lead of the set. 7-6. Dink, Fountains there. Bredahl to Foster on the outside. Nice block by Wicks. Middle attack, that's Guilford. And Dunkel plays it off the block. That time she gets it past Williams. So Dunkel's smart. She's played this game a long time. Good reason why she's headed to Grand Canyon College. She's got it figured out. She just keeps going back to the well. She's been stopped a lot tonight, but she's also put several through. We're tied at 7. Bredahl in a quick. Oh, Guilford, nice adjustment with the backhand. Dunkel floats it, and it just lands out of bounds. So Legend regains the lead. We're exchanging leads here, 8-7. On the serve is Guilford, the freshman. Berta, she does a great job of looking that ball in off her hands. And a kill by Kennedy, Nikki Kennedy. Takes advantage of no hands up. Not one blocker was there for Cherokee Trail. That one gets down in a hurry, 9-7 Legend. Guilford into the middle, that's Slofkis. Outside it goes to Dunkel through the blockers. What a great dig by Guilford. Outside again to Dunkel, down. This time nobody can touch it. Monahan 1 foot away, but that got down in a hurry. Cherokee Trail point inside out. So 9-8, Legend leads it. Dunkel back to serve. Foster on the roll spike, and she gets it over. Hits the tape, and just enough throws off Washek. And Legend takes that 2-point lead with Brennan. Back in to serve as Lauren Williams will take a seat as the rotation goes back to the back row. Set goes outside. Webb double teamed and stuffed. Well, Foster and Kennedy all over the freshman Webb. Not a lot of youth there. So Foster, the senior, the main older player, I guess you'd like to say, or upperclassman. And then you've got the junior in Nikki Kennedy against the freshman Webb, and Legend starts to extend its lead, 12-8. Timeout on the floor. Terry Williams wants to talk about it, and we'll step aside as the Titans up by 4 in set number 3. We're tied at 1 apiece. You're watching CHSAA.TV, live coverage of the Colorado Class A 5A State Volleyball Championship round number 1. Actually, day number 1 here from the Denver Coliseum on CHSAA.TV. Brennan 2 in a row, team 3 in a row. 12-8, Legend leads it over Cherokee Trail. Mary Kay Morrow with live action from the Denver Coliseum. State High School action, stuff block at the net. Again, back-to-back stuffs by Kennedy and Bredall. They have been fantastic along with Foster. This is a great rotation right now for the Titans, up by 5. 13-8, Brennan on the serve. Wicks tries to send it over, and who's there? Bredall and Kennedy again. Kennedy, 90 blocks on the year. Bredall has had several here tonight. She's got 299 kills, and she's a hitter and a setter. All right, there's Wicks going outside to Webb. Dinks it, great dig by Brennan. Berta, beautiful dig and double stuff. And that time it was Foster and Kennedy all over Webb. And Kennedy has just been massive at the net. Quick, size, everything. She's doing it all in tandem with Bredall and Foster right now. And ooh, try to go 1v1. I think this one slipped through, and it did. So a 6-point advantage now by Legend. Its largest lead was 7. Now it's 15-9. Service by Wicks. Legend 4 hits. So 15-10. And Sydney Wicks on the serve. Oh, too strong of an up ball. That gave Slofkis nothing but a freebie to just put it away. Cherokee Trail gets the point, 15-11. Sydney Wicks continues to serve. Ooh, tough serve. She took a chance. Oh, and we have a rotation problem this time on Legend's side. And head coach Katie Windsor questioning the call. Stands up immediately to no avail. Cherokee Trail gets the point, 15-12. Wicks continues to serve outside. Here it goes to Bredall. Gets it off the block. Picked up by Washek. Dink by Slofkis. Bredall plays it. Back set by Brennan. Kill attempt by Foster. Stuffed. And Kayla Slofkis, 1v1, puts the spell on Foster, and Cherokee Trail pulls to within 2 at 15-13. And 3 in a row, and another stuff by Cherokee Trail. 4 consecutive points. As now Cherokee Trail answering. They've got Powell in there along the net. Crystal Powell, the transfer from Texas. Oh my, there's that chance that Sydney Wicks takes. She'll take the risk to go really tight on the net, and it's proved to be the tying point. 5 consecutive points here. Wicks will go deep. Monahan, beautiful pass. Middle attack, got it by Bredahl. Off the block, that was pretty. So Legend, not to be denied, once it got tied up, answered, stopping the 5-0 run by Cherokee Trail. Into the match to serve for Legend. Looks like McKenna Berlinski. Off the block goes Slofkas, diving save. Great dig by Berlinski. Dink by Bredahl. Slofkas on the free ball. Berlinski set by Brennan. Bredahl off the block. Saving dig by Washek and putting it away without a doubt. That was number 3. One of the kill leaders, Kayla Slofkas. 272 on the season. You can tell Slofkas has really matured this season, taking the team on its back. Dink by Bredahl. Slofkas keeps it alive. Wicks will set it over. Outside it goes Bredahl. Wicks, great dig. Here comes Slofkas. Dink. Who's there? Brennan. Tap over, attempted by Sufer, but right there for the block was Slofkas. We've got a great volleyball match once again going. We've had 3 matches today go to 5 sets. This serve by Moynihan goes sailing out of bounds. We are all tied at 17 apiece. Serving the ball is Boughton. Berta on the pass. Slofkas right through the blocker, splitting the uprights. 18-17, Cherokee Trail takes the lead for the first time since early in the set. We are knotted at 1 apiece in the match. Set number 3. Brennan goes back set to Bredahl off the blockers. Bredahl just sees it. She just sees it and embraces the blockers and goes right after them. We're tied at 18 apiece. Bredahl will do the serving. You can see how she moves so well off the net. Oh, and a service error. As Bredahl shakes her head. Tough, tough ball to see going in to give a freebie up as Cherokee Trail regains the lead by 1. Oh, and let's have Slofkas answer. It's like it wasn't enough to gain the lead. Now she gives it back. Well, I guess that's called an equalizer if you're the Titans. As Monahan comes in, might take a little bit of sweat off of Bredahl. She's had an outstanding match, outstanding day, 19 all. Here's the setup, quick in the middle, and it's converted. Nice job by Brianna Wicks, the senior. Been with the program a long time, a little undersized for a middle, but does some good things. You saw that time. Tooled it off the blockers, giving her team the first 1-20 point, up by 1 over Legend. Bredahl jumps it outside. Here goes to Foster, gets it down. Radical angle. Boy, that just sliced through the front and back rows. Tied at 20 apiece. Guilford will be doing the serving honors, the freshman. Slofkas, here's a quick in the middle. And Crystal Power. Well, it's Powell, but you saw the power from Powell. Unbelievable down ball. That one was put away in a hurry. 21-20, Cherokee Trail. Bredahl saves it. Boughton's going to free ball it over. Does she find a corner? Just misses it deep into the 1 slot. So Cherokee Trail takes a 2-point advantage with Lauren Dunkel, the senior, at the serve. Monahan keeps it up. Foster, too strong. Well, it looked like Foster, her swing stayed high. Oh, they're going to say it was a tip. Tipped ball at the net. So Foster catches a break, as does Legend, pulling with 1 instead of going down by 3. 22-21 with Brennan to serve. She's been excellent back behind the line. The sophomore puts it up, goes right at Moyhan. Oh, Crystal Powell again throws the heat down. And Legend is down by 2, 23-21. Wicks on the serve. Brennan quick to Kennedy. Gets it off the net. Let's see what the call is. We've got somebody in the net. That's going to be Cherokee Trail. So Legend will pick up a point. We've got 23-22. And back in for Legend is McKenna Berlinski, 5'5" sophomore defensive specialist. First action of the match. Or rather, second action of the match, but she hadn't been in before this set. Great block. Stuff. As Slofkas gets a little bit of her own medicine. We're tied at 23 apiece. So Berlinski will continue to serve. Goes at Moynihan. Wicks up to Slofkas. Double block again. This time the inside blocker all over it. And that's Nikki Kennedy doing damage. Kennedy 90 blocks on the year, forcing Cherokee Trail to call a timeout as Legend 1 point away from taking set number 3. Quick break right here on CHSAA.tv.
Here we go, ladies.
Yeah, ladies.
You've been leaving me hanging this entire
Set point. If Legend can capitalize, it will take a 2-1 lead in the match. And the cheer to break the huddle for Cherokee Trail was focus. We'll see how it works. Berlinski on the serve. Slofkas to Wicks. Outside it goes back to Slofkas on the dink. Bredall gets it over. Great dig by Berta. We've got it going out of bounds as Wicks and company sends it sailing out of bounds, and Cherokee Trail succumbs to Legend 25-23 as the Titans back-to-back wins in sets, both of them with the 25-23 advantage. Stay with us as we get ready for set number 4, Legend. If it wins the 4th set, could win the match and be tied 1-1 in pool play. You've been watching Colorado High School Activities 5A State Volleyball action live from the Denver Coliseum on CHSAA.tv.
See, at 8 o'clock this morning, Mary Kay, you were going to ask me about the format.
What am I doing?
8 o'clock this morning, you said, I want to talk to you about the format, and I haven't seen you since.
There you have it.
I had my announcer and graphics as a husband and wife team up there.
Oh, yeah?
She took a tumble down the steps. Ended up with a concussion after the first match. So I've been up there broadcasting. I did 7 matches today because he had to go, obviously, with the hospital to.
Oh, Kevin. So you haven't been able to direct or do anything.
No, that's what I said. We had video issues there, and so I'm texting, calling matches, so that's why I haven't been back. I haven't been back.
Oh, let me stand up for just a moment. Stretch my legs.
because I was laughing. I go, Mary Kay asked me at about 8 o'clock, said, I need to review this format with you. So 8:30 at night, I see you.
That's right. That's right. Here we go, ladies.
Who won that last match?
Let's go,
Legend did.
Let's go, Legend. Let's go, Legend.
Set 4 on the way, and Cherokee Trail starts it off. Great kill attempt by Bredall. And Cherokee Trail not able to keep it up, so Legend picks up where it left off and adds a point to start off set 4, up by 1. On the serve, Berlinski, who finished off the serving. First time she played in the match was in set 3. And look at the block once again. That has been a prolific wall by Nikki Kennedy. This time, her accomplice was number 13, Jessica Sufer. Berlinski this time goes after the 5 spot. Quick in the middle, Crystal Power puts it away. And Powell, she is almost automatic in there. Very effective, has really blended well, the transfer from Texas. All right, now into the match as Cherokee Trail down 2-1. His number 2, and that's Colby Moynihan. Back set, blocked by, Kennedy was blocked by Slofkas as it goes off a few hands like a ping pong ball. We're tied at 2 apiece. So Moynihan has had some good serves here today. Nice pass by Bredall, and then she'll get the ball back on the defensive attack. Wow, that was a great back row attack. And Bredall makes it count. 3-2, Legend. Point inside out, Boughton, the libero to serve. To Berta. She just has a beautiful pass. Here we go, Brennan will set it up for Sufu. Gets it outside. Picked up by Slofkas. Roll spike, beautiful over the top. And look at that. Guilford does a great job of putting it away. So good teamwork. Legend starting to use a lot of different weapons and goes up for 2. Moynihan. Webb goes into the block. Webb hasn't seen a lot of swings, mainly because she's been stymied by a tough front lineup by Legend. Legend puts up another one. 4 in a row, 3 at the hands of Boughton serves. 5-2, Legend leads it. Berta with the pass. Wicks outside. Here's Slofkas into the net. And it just gets over. Almost kept alive by Legend as it trails out of bounds. And speaking of trails, Cherokee Trail gets the point in the side out. So 5-3 stops the 4-0 run with Webb at the serve. Shannon Webb, the freshman, has had an outstanding season. Back set, here comes Bredall, who has to quickly dump it over. Then gets a kill as it came back. Outside, Dunkel off the block. Dunkel wound up on that one and just played it off the blockers. Cherokee Trail pulls to within 1 to 5-4. Shannon Webb on the serve. Webb this time goes after the 6 spot. Quick with Guilford, and Guilford, oh no, that one looked like it caught the line. Line judge right there calls it out. We are tied at 5 apiece. What a surprise. The last 2 sets have gone 25-23 and 25-23. Back set, Bredall with the dump. Beautiful. It looked like a pancake, but the ball hit the ground first. So Legend will get the point in the side out. 3 in a row by Cherokee Trail. All right, Bredall is back to serve. All-conference player in the Centennial League. And every time she's in the front row, she'll move to the outside. So when she's in the back row, you'll see her setting. Tough, tough player. And a service error. Slavkas with her team tied at 6-all. Oh, setting it over is Bredahl. Beautiful. But it's picked up by Cherokee Trail. Off the blockers, Lauren Williams. And it's 7, serving 6 as Legend takes the lead back. Monahan into the game to serve. She's done a great job tonight off the bench, filling in that back row when Kennedy comes out. All right, Wicks goes outside. Dunkel over the blockers. Bredahl tries to keep it alive with one hand and can't keep it in the court. Back to a 7-7 tie this time. So Brianna Wicks comes out as Powell returns along the net for Cherokee Trail. Nice pass by Monahan. Oh, and a miss hit by Guilford. Rare to see the freshman who's really done a great job coming in the past few weeks up from JV. And that time a miscue. Cherokee Trail takes the lead by 1. That's Washek on the serve. Oh, ball follows along the tape. Foster, tough down ball. And look at Powell. She takes it, turns, twists, and goes right down on top of that ball to give Cherokee Trail a 2-point advantage at 9-7. Melanie Washek, the 5'5" senior at the serve. She's been instrumental in several points for Cherokee Trail. Outside, here goes Foster off the blockers, got it. And Foster had Powell and Sydney Wicks. And she just tooled it off the side. So 9-8, Legend gets the ball back, down by 1. Guilford on the serve. Goes at Berta. Berta sends it back over. One of her rare missed serve receives. All right, ball comes back over. Here comes Bredahl. Outside, Foster off the net. Wicks on a quick. Powell will dink it over. Saved by Bredahl. Sends it over. Wicks goes outside. She's got Dunkel. Dunkel off the blockers. Got it. So 10 points now for Cherokee Trail to 8 for Legend. On the serve, Lauren Dunkel goes back, the senior. Drops it down. Monahan's there. Sydney Wicks goes deep outside to Webb. She's picked up quickly on the outside by Williams and Kennedy. They've been tough on Webb. This time, though, Bredahl had a difficult time keeping that ball up. And Cherokee Trail gets the point. 11, serving 8, Dunkel with a couple in a row. Ooh, nice serve, barely clears the tape. Joust at the net. Powell does a good job to keep it up. Outside it goes to Webb. Blocked. And it goes out of bounds. Off the tape and goes out of bounds. Legend with the point inside out. So 11-9 with Brennan at the serve. She's had just a terrific night. Brennan goes right at Washek. Here's the quick. And Powell had to do some fancy thinking to get that one over. Oh, great effort to keep the ball up, and Webb into the net. Webb about 3 feet or 4 feet off the net. Trouble getting that one to stay in. Brennan pulls her team within 1 on the serve, 11-10. Cherokee Trail by 1. Here goes Wicks, outside, Webb. Blockers are there again, this time with Foster and Kennedy. Dink, oh, it just gets over the block. Back set to Foster, over the top. Is it tipped? Is it tipped? No. Well, wait, the down judge is saying tip. Overruling the up judge, so Legend gets the point. We are tied now at 11 apiece. Terry Williams not happy about that, the head coach over at Cherokee Trail. Well, we are tied at 11 apiece. 2 in a row now, served up by Brennan. 3 consecutive for the Trojans, or rather the Titans. Here we go. Off the blockers, kept alive. Free ball by the Titans. Outside to Webb. Blockers are there. No go. She gets it down. Uh-oh. Webb caught in the net. Or is it caught in the web? Anyway, in the net was Cherokee Trail. No, they're going to say it was Legend in the net. So the point goes to Cherokee Trail, leading it by 1 now, 12-11. Sydney Wicks, she is fun to watch. That sophomore is strong. Very dependent on everyone else, but they're dependent on her just as much. She calls the shots. And Bredahl into the blockers for the point. We're tied at 12 apiece. So back in to serve is going to be number 5, McKenna Berlinski. The 5'5" sophomore did a fantastic job coming in that third set to help Legend win it. They lead this match 2-1. Jump set. Quick in the middle by Kennedy. She's blocked. Now a roll spike by Slofkiss, and it's a little bit off and sails out of bounds. So Legend regains the lead by 1. Berlinski serving it up. Floats it. Oh my! The friendly roll here at the Denver Coliseum, and the sophomore gives it the fist, as she is thrilled to see that ball go over instead of stay on her side. 2-point advantage for Legend. Wicks keeps it up. Boy, she did something with nothing there. Great set. Here's a quick. Kennedy goes deep with it. Out. So it was 14-12. Ball goes long. Cherokee Trail pulls to within 1. Colby Moynihan back into the match to serve. Back row player. Defensive specialist. Here's the middle attack, and Bredahl a little bit long. She struggled with some of that here tonight. She's been better if it's been closer to the net or down the middle. And just like that, it's back to a 14 now. 14 tie. Quick in the middle. Kennedy off the arms of Sydney Wicks. Puts it away. And now Boughton, who had 4 in a row early in the set. This is a good rotation right here for Legend. They're up by 1, 15-14. Wicks on the quick to Powell. Stuffed by Guilford. Outside it goes. Slofkiss. Blocked by Bredahl, and Bredahl right there on the outside. Covers the line. Had a little bit of assistance if it needed to go inside with Guilford rather. And Boughton at the serve, her team up by 2. Right at Berta. Jump set to Slofkiss. Puts it away off the blockers. That time only 1 blocker. And Bredahl didn't get up in time. Cherokee Trail 16-15. Down by 1. Shannon Webb, the freshman, in to serve. Or rather, back to serve, I should say. Back set. Bredahl stuffed. Sydney Wicks and Lauren Dunkel give Bredahl a taste of her own medicine. As we are all tied up, this time at 16 apiece. Webb on the serve. Brennan sets it up for Cipher. There's Slofkiss off the block. Bredahl keeps it alive, and it just gets over the fingertips of Brianna Wicks. Legend takes a 1-point lead. On the serve, Bredahl. Jump serve. Goes after that the 5 slot. Getting my slots mixed up here. There's a shoot set. Guilford. Now it's picked up. Oh, net violation on Cherokee Trail. So the kill by Dunkel to no avail. How's that? 18-16. Legend leads it. Bredahl. Pass goes over. Now back set to Slofkiss. Kept alive by Berlinski. Moynihan. Roll spike by Dunkel. Outside. Here it goes. And Jessica Sufer gets it over, and a kill by Dunkel. This one was right at almost the face of Boughton. Put away by Dunkel. 18-17. Slofkas on the serve. Her team down by 1. Boughton with the pass. Tight on the net. Beautiful set by Bredahl. She had to go really close to the net and got it to stay up. And great timing by Guilford. And the put away. 19-17. Legend by 2. Monahan into serve. Great rotation right here. You've got Guilford along with Bredahl and Williams at the net along with Foster. 4 hits by Cherokee Trail. Legend the first to 20. Legend leading this match 2-1. Winning this one, they would go 1-1 for the day. Timeout by Terry Miller. Good time to call a timeout. His team down by 3, 20-17, as Legend has outscored CT 4-1 here down the stretch. We'll step aside for a brief moment here. You're watching live coverage of Colorado Class 5A state volleyball action from the Denver Coliseum on CHSAA.tv. Well, Coach Katie Windsor for the Legend Titans in her 5th season has been there as long as the school's been open. Her husband also coaches the 5A soccer team, made it to the Sweet 16 last year. Lots of great success by the Legend Titans in their short 5-year history. Baseball made it to the state finals, lost to Cherry Creek this past spring. Cherokee Trail answers after the timeout with a point. And in to serve is Melanie Washek, down by 2. 20-18, Legend leads it. Outside, here comes Foster. Down ball, got it. Beautiful kill. Nice swing by Foster as Miranda Foster coming into tonight's, actually to the tournament with 110 kills. Just behind Bredahl and Kennedy. Ooh, service error by the freshman. Tough break. Bad time to give a freebie away to Cherokee Trail. 21-19, Legend up by 2. Dunkel, the senior serving. Monahan, nice pass. Here's a quick, looks like it's in. No, it flies out of bounds barely by Kennedy. Cherokee Trail inches to within 1 at 21-20. Dunkel looking for a seam. Monahan steps up for the pass. Flying in is Foster on the back row attack. Goes off the blockers and gets the point. Legend up by 2, 22-20 with Brennan at the serve. This is a great rotation once again for Legend. All right. Quick to Powell. Blockers are there. And Legend defensively read that all the way. Bredahl and Kennedy knew that ball was going to go to Powell. And she was stuffed. Legend up by 3. Another timeout by Cherokee Trail. Terry Williams trying to get his team to keep this match going. Needs to win it. It's a must win for CT to force it to a 5th set. First set, Cherokee Trail, pretty handily, 25-16 over Legend. And then the next 2, dogfights, 25-23 and 25-23. Back-to-back wins by Legend. The upstart, first time ever appearance in the Colorado High School State Volleyball Tournament. And, you know, interesting enough, 2 years ago, it was in 3A and had just freshmen and sophomores. So that's what you see here today playing in the state tournament. They graduated 2 seniors last year, had his first graduating class, was in that, 2 years ago in that Pioneer League, and then jumped from 3 to 5A. How about that? In just 3 short years, took second in the ever so powerful Continental League, right behind 2-time defending state champ, Chaparral. Wicks on the quick to Powell, stuffed again. Slofkis, and Webb finds some space. Outside Bredahl, off the blockers. Oh, Boughton could not keep control. That was a tough one. But Cherokee Trail keeps its hopes alive, creeping back to within 2. Sydney Wicks, the sophomore on the serve, down by 2, 23-21. Quick, here comes Bredahl with the back row attack, and Bredahl puts it away. Washak trouble with the dig. Set, match point, right here for the Titans. Looking for its first ever state victory in its first ever appearance in a state tournament in Colorado. Here we go. Wait, too tight on the net. The blockers are there. And Legend, almost an enemy to itself that time as it was all over it, but lost a little bit control as the net was more of its opponent than Cherokee Trail. Set match point again, 24-22. Cherokee Trail on serve. Nice pass by Bredahl. She'll get the back row attack off the net. Great dig by Berta. She is fantastic. Oh, and there's Kennedy. Miss hit with the left hand, and Legend wins its first state tournament match, 25-22. Unbelievable effort for the Legend Titans as they lose set number 1, 25-16, and then rattle off 3 consecutive victories. Very hard-fought victories, I give you. 25-23, 25-23, and then finally 25-22 to knock off Cherokee Trail, the number 6 seed. So Legend upsets the Cougars. Well, it's been a fantastic day. I'll quickly give you an idea of how it all turned out. Highlands Ranch lost to number 12 Chatfield at the first match of the day. Lakewood upset number 5 Mountain Vista. Doherty took care in 3 Chatfield. And then Cherry Creek defeated Lakewood. And then we started 3 consecutive matches that went the full 5 sets. Heritage upset number 2 Eagle Crest. Chaparral defeated this same Legend squad in 5. And Grandview upended Heritage, who fought and fought in 5, and Legend, in its second match of the day, overcomes Cherokee Trail 3-1. It's been fantastic. You join us tomorrow, as it's been good volleyball right here at the Denver Coliseum. Day 2 will be tomorrow. Join us again. You've been watching Class 5A state volleyball action from the Colorado High School Activities Association. Thanks to Kevin Schaefer and his crew with Colorado Preps Network. You've been watching CHSAA.tv. Good night from Denver.